Let's solve a problem using the doubling time formula. First, let's write down the doubling time formula. Doubling time formula tells me that the number after t years of whatever I'm measuring is equal to the initial number times 2 raised to the t divided by the doubling time. Let's read over our problem. Population of a certain city was 112,000 in 2010. Doubling time for the population was observed to be 35 years. And we want to find an exponential model for the population t years after 2010. So we have everything that we need here. We have an initial population of 112,000, and we have a doubling time of 35 years. N of t would be equal to 112,000 times 2 raised to the t over 35. Let's use our model to predict the population in the year 2025. We need to figure out what t will represent the year 2025. So we take that year and subtract our since year. Since t represents years since 2010, we need to plug in 15. So n of 15, 112,000, times 2 to the 15 over 35. When I plug all that in my calculator, I get 150,000, 740.8, and I like to round it to a whole person. Now let's use our model to predict. Now we'll use our model to predict when the population will reach 200,000. Let's write down the equation that we need to solve. 200,000 is equal to our model, 112,000 times 2 to the t over 35. And now this is an exponential equation. So we follow the steps by first isolating the exponential expression. And just to make it a little shorter, I'm going to go ahead and cancel out the 3 zeros at the end there and rewrite this as 200 over 112 is equal to 2 to the t over 35. Left myself a little bit of room so I could take the natural log of each side. When I do that, I know the exponent can fall down in front. So the natural log of 200 over 112 is t over 35 times the natural log of 2. So I'll divide both sides by the natural log of 2. So t over 35 is equal to the natural log of 200 over 112 divided by the natural log of 2. And then I'll just multiply both sides by 35. Of course, I plug that in the calculator, and I get 29.3. So in about 210 plus 29.3 years, about the year 2039, my population will reach 200,000. Now another way I could have solved this is using the crossing graphs method. I could have just plugged the formula into my calculator and then put 200,000 in for my y2. I thought about the doubling time of 35 years, and I knew that it would reach 200,000 before it doubled from 112,000, so I made my window 0 to 35. I found the intersection, and I got the exact same answer, 29.277544 years.